Hi, strangers. I want to talk today about something that is it's something really just insane that happened to me. You guys might know that I get cereal sent to me really, really often. I've uploaded some of the packages I get here, but if you just take a look around my kitchen, like right here on my table, I have a box from Honey Nut Cheerios, which is the topic of today. Yesterday I got this box, which is from Yoplait. Over here I got a box from the Magic Spoon cereal, and I got another one recently from Catalina Crunch. So I guess I'm saying that to show you that I get a lot of boxes sent to me, particularly when it comes to cereal. So I don't always have like this profound excitement when I'm getting a box because I actually have just so many boxes to go through that I'm like, okay, I have my own schedule of things I want to talk about, and the boxes kind of just get in the way of that sometimes. So like here is my little shelf. Like down here at the bottom was a box from General Mills twice, and again, these are just some of the boxes I have. I've gotten rid of so many of them. Again, this is really only to say and prove the point that I get a lot of boxes, right? So because I get a lot of boxes, some of the ones that are more like mundane, like that box of Cheerios I was showing you over here, I was like, oh, I got this box, and I knew this box by default was about these Cheerios inside here, the Cheerios with the heart-shaped O's in them, which is just a really interesting and cool promotion, but like, no big deal, right? I've had Honey Nut Cheerios before. I think I have Honey Nut Cheerios down here. I do. It's right down there. So like, I wasn't excited to really eat it because I already have it, and I wasn't really excited to open it up because like, I'll get to it eventually. But what I was doing, which, I take pictures of cereal for Instagram and here even, but more so Instagram, literally all the time. So I took this box, I opened it up, I see this front page is like, oh yeah, blah, blah, blah. I pick up this cereal and I brought it to this new mat that I made. I'm actually super excited about. Like, this is a background with all my stickers on it that I'm going to take photos on for my Instagram to try and separate it from the millions of other pictures of cereal on Instagram. So I literally put the cereal in the box, or put the cereal box on that background, and it wasn't until I opened up my camera and I was taking a photo that I realized this doesn't say Honey Nut Cheerios. This literally says Thomas. And like, what? I fangirled so hard. I was like, what? Oh my gosh, I can't even believe it. I mean, something along those lines, right? But very seriously, they took their brand name, Honey Nut Cheerios, off the box of Honey Nut Cheerios and put Thomas on it. And look, I'm sure they've done this to a handful of other people on the internet and social media, just people who influence about snacks and cereal. But the fact they took time out of their day to print my name, Thomas, on a box, I just couldn't believe it. Like, I can't even believe a company would actually go to such lengths to do such a thing, because that's almost like, in my opinion, that's almost like Apple sending you an iPhone, but instead of an Apple logo on the back, it has a picture of you, right? Your profile on the back is like, wow, that just wouldn't happen, right? Because Apple's like, look, that damages, or not damages, but like Apple is the brand. And I know Honey Nut Cheerios itself isn't necessarily like the brand. It's an umbrella underneath General Mills. But Honey Nut Cheerios goes so far back, and I just thought it was so cool that a company would do this for me. And like, I've gotten a handful of things with Cereal Snob written on them. And to be fair, actually, I think this would have been cooler if the box said Cereal Snob on it. But it's okay. I am Thomas, not Cereal Snob. I'm just I am a cereal snob, I am not cereal snob. But anyway, I thought that'd be cool. Another thing I got from General Mills about a year ago is this spatula that says cereal snob on it, which is super duper cool. I got this not too long ago from Post, a bowl that says cereal snob on it again. Really cool, right? Things I never would have guessed I would have got. I also got this towel. This is from Chex, actually, I believe. Chex sent me this, and has cereal snob for a little towel. Right, like, put this on my shoulder while I'm cooking and stuff, and I feel super cool with the thing. And that isn't even all of it. That's just what I have here, kind of like sitting around my kitchen, and you can tell my kitchen's definitely like a work-in-place workshop. But the fact that I got something as important and big as Honey Nut Cheerios with my name on it, absolutely one of the coolest things that's ever happened to me, and I can't believe that someone would do it. Like, can you believe that? What if Ford gave you a Mustang, instead of Mustang, it had your name on it? It would blow my mind. So this is really cool. Also inside this box, there's a lot of things that say "Made with Love" stickers to put on these like little snack sacks that have the Honey Nut Cheerios shape, even with the hearts. And they also gave me a little tiny box of Cheerios, which I think is super adorable. This one does not have my name on it, but it is adorable. Many things are really, really, really cool. So that is just what I wanted to share with you because, again, I've been getting free stuff sent to me for a while now, but it's so rare for any of these free things to really like catch me so off guard and just blow me away. And I had to share that with you guys. You know, other things that happened too that I don't realize, like I got a box for the toasted coconut Cheerios up there not too long ago, and it had, like, I just was like, oh, toasted coconut Cheerios, no big deal. And later on I opened it to find they gave me a little coconut bowl to eat it in, which I haven't done yet, but I will soon. And a ton of these little cocktail straws. It's like, what? They call these French beach umbrellas, but you know, they only needed to give me one, and I have like a million now, so next time I host a cocktail party, or any sort of party where people are here, I'm gonna use all of those as best I can. Yeah, I guess let's talk more about just relationships in general. So General Mills was the first company to acknowledge my existence, and I'm certain it's because of Instagram, not because of YouTube, because on Instagram, I have way more followers there, and it's way easier to tag them and have them be seen by more people. So I think they're really active and alive on Instagram. And it was basically just General Mills, and they didn't even send me a ton of stuff up until I literally begged and pleaded them to send me that box of all marshmallow Lucky Charms, because they were giving that away to some people who were far more active at posting about cereal at the time. And I remember I was like, hey, please, can I please have this jacket? It'll be so dope. And I want that box of all marshmallow Lucky Charms. I did get it. And since then, I have had this hunch that they have like tiers of social media influencers. And I was on like the lowest tier. And since I begged them for that thing, they just kind of like bumped me up to the next tier. But also since then, my social media influence has grown by like 7,000, right? Instagram used to be like 2,300. Now it's about 80 or 9,300, almost 10,000. My goal is to get 10,000 really in the next 2 weeks if possible. So if you can help out and you're not following along on Instagram, please do to help me get to that 10K. Because once I get to 10K, when I post a story, I can link it, or I post a video on YouTube, I can link it on my story on Instagram, which would be very, very cool. Plus, not to throw shade at Gabe. I love Gabe. We're good friends, but he surpassed me on Instagram in like a matter of 2 months. I had like 8,000 and he went from like 2,000 to over 10. I think he's 11 right now. And please help me be competitive with him because it will drive both of us to get those numbers higher and higher. Yeah, so there's that. Oh, and then only recently, it's when I got that Twinkie cereal sent to me. Is when Post started joining in the game. They sent me an email, said, hey, we'd love to have you do our influencer list. And as far as I'm aware, that's not actually something they were really good at or had been doing for a long time. But since then, I've gotten 2 packages from them. One, the Twinkies packages, and the other one was the blueberry muffin top cereal, which I have up here, which is tasty. I actually haven't done a full review of this, but I can give you my quick thoughts. That cereal has a good flavor. It's probably a little too sweet for me. And actually, I think it would be better served if the texture of the cereal was more like the Eggo cereal or honeycomb and not the Cinnamon Toast Crunch imitator texture and shape, right? Like the Cinnamon Toast Crunch, like while it's fine, it's the only thing preventing me from giving Cinnamon Toast Crunch a 5 out of 5 because I think the flavor washes off, and I don't like chewing it isn't as good of experience as it is when I have a bowl of like the Eggo cereal or Waffle Crisp. They also sent me that one time. I'm pretty sure I uploaded a video of this. If I haven't, it's this cereal dispenser, right? The blueberry muffin toasters right here. Plus the other one. It used to say your other favorite multiple cereal, but I put the cereal snob sticker on it because that's just what I did for that last sticker video. But is there anything else I want to talk about? Oh yeah, while we're here, let's talk about the Pop-Tart Froot Loops, the Froot Loop Pop-Tarts. They're here. Actually, I'll open them up because do I need to open them up or I just show you pictures of them? That's a hard debate. I already have tons of pictures. And someone's gonna eat it later and I'm not gonna eat it now. So the Froot Loop Pop-Tarts came out. I do have the box in my garage. I'll get that and talk to you about it. We're walking, we're talking, we're jogging. Not really. I mean, we can pretend, right? But so I tried these Froot Loops Pop-Tarts, which I think are very, very good. If you really like Froot Loops, they have the exact same Froot Loops flavor initially. But what happens to Froot Loops every time you eat a Froot Loop is you eat the Froot Loop, you get that citrusy, fruity flavor, and then it turns into the texture, or not the texture, the flavor of like the actual Froot Loops themselves, which I think are like a wheat-based O. And that flavor actually is like the second. It's like the encore, right? You first fruit and then the O itself. And these don't have that, so it's just the citrus. And because the pastry of the Pop-Tart themselves, it just doesn't have like much of a flavor at all. It doesn't really complement anything. So it's just like, oh, flavorless pastry on top of the really strong Froot Loops flavor, which I enjoyed. I just think the more I ate it, I was like, actually, the more I ate this, the more it's just a little too much for me. But some people, you might be one of them, who really, really like that. On those Froot Loops Pop-Tarts, they had like 6 or 7 different designs. Some of them came up, actually all of mine came up pretty sloppy, but you can see them here. And that's pretty much it. I don't think I have anything else to talk about right now, but I just kind of wanted to give you guys a talk about the cereal and what I'm doing day by day here and how like I operate, right? Because it's just really funny. Again, I can't believe that General Mills opened or changed the branding on their box to put my name on it. Like, wow. Amazing, right? One thing I'm gonna do for sure is absolutely never open this box and put it along with my prized boxes kind of on that shelf you saw out here. This is where it's like, oh, these are the Primo cereals, things I won't ever open. It's just like, they're so cool. You can tell I have a picture of me and my daughter because she's the most important thing to me in the world. Plus these Froot Loops, or not Froot Loops, the all together marshmallow, or all together cereal plus all marshmallow Lucky Charms. Of course, in my Ocarina of Time. And then some toys from, well, and that's Gohan, because, you know, who doesn't love Dragon Ball Z? But for now, I guess this will go right here. And that is where it will stay until I find a better place for it. But thank you for watching. Don't you guys think that's crazy? Yeah, that's it. For those of you that are on YouTube and on Instagram right now, one of the things I committed to my Instagram page was to be more personable in the sense that, like, everyone can do cereal reviews, talk about social media, or just like the pop culture when it comes to cereal, but no one else can do it and also be me. So my goal is to be me more often and share things that are absolutely outside of cereal, as well as cereal. So on Instagram, one of the things I'm going to be doing is posting videos about me, or videos or pictures every Sunday, just so you can get to know me a little bit more. And my plan is to also do that here. So I'm sorry for those of you that don't care about me whatsoever. You're going to get it, and if you don't like it, you can unsubscribe. But for those of you that do like it, don't be scared to actually like it, like the video. Make sure you're subscribed, and I'll be seeing you around, okay? Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great rest of your day, whatever day is you're watching this. I have to go pick up my daughter fairly soon from school, and then we are going to go do volleyball practice. And guess what? She has not seen my new hair yet. She lives with me half the time, right? So this is like part of the time when she's with her mom. So I'm going to go to school wearing a hat so she can't see this when I pick her up. And then I'll try and record the reaction without her knowing when she actually sees this hair. I think she's going to like it, and I think she's going to freak out. I could be wrong. And you'll see that in one of my next videos or so, okay? So again, have a good day. Peace.